It's been an incredible year for sports betting and iGaming. So far this year, through the first 7 months, sports betting has grown 30% in terms of gross gaming revenue, iGaming up about 27%. With me now is the CEO of BetMGM, Adam Greenblatt. Adam, it's great to see you.
It's great to see you, Contessa.
The incredible growth that we're seeing in online play, is it mostly coming from states that are ramping up, that they're newly legalized, or are you seeing incredible growth even in more mature states?
So it's actually both. The great news for both the more mature states and the new states, because it gives you a picture of what's ahead, is appetite and depth is tremendous, and more so than we anticipated at the outset of this journey.
We talked to you at Super Bowl, and you were telling me about your high hopes for new technology at BetMGM for regaining some market share that you've lost to competitors. The tech is called Angstrom. How's it working out?
So we've been delighted with the performance of Angstrom. You might remember that the first product that we brought to market was focused on MLB, and BetMGM became the home of the home run during the season. And the Angstrom-powered home run bets increased year on year by 245%. And this is all enabled by having different types of markets, having more availability, having better pricing, and that's all powered by Angstrom's unique approach to pricing.
When I went to Investor Day for FanDuel a couple weeks ago, the company was very clearly happy about having taken the #1 iGaming slot, happy to have increased their moat around the #1 position in sports betting. Can you catch up?
Well, I think in iGaming our strength is demonstrable. We've just won another award for the 3rd year in a row, the iGaming Operator of the Year. And I think you'll see from some of the early trends that the work that we're doing in product, in jackpots, in unique and special content only available at BetMGM is bearing fruit. BetMGM gave away the largest jackpot ever in the history of iGaming in New Jersey in August, $6.5 million to one lucky player.
Somebody who was playing online.
Somebody who was playing online walked away $6.5 million richer on the day, which is wonderful, which is exciting. But we've also been a pioneer in our relationship between sports and gaming. We have got NBA Blitz, we've got NHL Gold Blitz. These are sport properties and partnerships that we've built games against. And so this bridges our activity in sports with our activity in iGaming. And our sports players love it. Cross-sell year on year is now increasing dramatically. We're north of 50% cross-sell on a weekly basis. So really pleased about the potential for both parts of the business.
I've heard a lot of chatter here at the Global Gaming Expo about the competitive threat of unlicensed gaming, whether it's skills-based games or online sweepstakes models, which the operators will say it's perfectly legal to offer these sweepstakes-style games. Is that an existential threat to licensed iGaming in the United States?
I don't think so. Look, we as a legal operator will always operate within the bounds of the rules and the law. And so I think there needs to be a process of definition, scope definition. I think the opportunity for the sweeps operators, I think the legality or the boundaries of what they're engaged in still needs to be tested. Look, we'll defend our turf naturally, but we don't see it as existential in any manner at all.
I feel like I ask you this every time we sit together, but usually there's a reason for me to ask it. BetMGM has just partnered with Grupo Globo in Brazil to launch BetMGM in Brazil. It will be a direct competitor to Entain, and it doesn't have anything to do with the BetMGM that you're running here in the United States.
Yes.
They've launched BetMGM on Leo Vegas in the UK. Again, a direct competitor to one of your co-owners, Entain. Is this sustainable? Is it putting you in a difficult position to dance between these two companies?
Yes. Well, just for clarity, the joint venture of which I am chief executive has exclusive rights to operate in the US. So there's no debate about who's doing what in the United States. And frankly, we're operating harmoniously in north of the border in Canada, where both LeoVegas and Entain and the joint venture, my BetMGM, are all active in the market. And you know, it's not without a degree of pleasure that we've come from nothing. BetMGM, my joint venture, has come from nothing to be the largest operator by market share in Ontario. So can we coexist? Yes. Are we coexisting? Yes. Relationship and board dynamic and conversation has never been better. So it doesn't put me in a difficult position at all.
What can you learn from Ontario for the rest of the United States, south of the Canadian border?
Well, what we see is a market where direct promotional activity is not allowed, and that notwithstanding, a business can flourish. We're demonstrating that. What I'm also excited about is the strength of the MGM brand north of the border. And that's particularly relevant given that we have Alberta coming, which is going to be both a sports and iGaming state. So it's the first iGaming state we've had in a couple of years, and this is obviously BetMGM's heartland, its strength. It's MGM Resorts as a brand resonates particularly well with gamers, and so we're looking forward to capitalizing that on that when Alberta regulates.
How's football?
Oh my goodness! So the genesis to my excitement is the progress we've made in product, and you did check Angstrom, but the whole product experience, the BetMGM sports product experience, is by some margin better than it's ever been. Our same game parlay experience, our parlay experience, our pre-built parlays, our linear bet slip, which allows players to see all their bets in a single pane, our quick bet experience. This is one tidbit. Building a quick bet, a little bar at the bottom of the screen. We've increased, by the work we've done, we've increased the number of legs on our quick bet by more than 100%. And as we know, more legs equals more margin. And this is weeks in. So really excited about the progress we're making. Our players are enjoying it. Our players are coming back from week to week in a way, in a more engaged way than in prior periods. And we've been helped by margin. The first few weeks of the season were really favorable to the industry, and so September closed out what would be a record quarter for BetMGM. So really excited about that.
Adam, thank you for spending some time with me.
Of course. Thank you for having me.